everyone, this is Ieasha of Ieasha Designed It, and welcome back to my channel. Well, y'all, I have had some questions about sublimation, and I wanted to come on here just to talk to you a little bit, teach you some things when it comes to sublimation. So the main question that I have been having is, what is sublimation? And the majority of people I teach are beginners. So the ones who are beginner in sublimation, I know that you want to learn fast. You want to go ahead and learn everything that you need to learn because you're ready to get this money, right? You're ready to get into sublimation so that you can start making sublimation t-shirts, sublimation tumblers, tote bags, whatever it may be that you want to make. But one thing I'm going to tell you is take your time. Okay, we're going to take our time and we're going to learn it because I want you to learn and I want to teach you the information that you need. Okay, so today we're going all the way back to the basics. Now, I have a video when it talks about sublimation, showing you the different sublimation items that I make. So I'm going to be linking those videos right here in the card section so that you can go and check it out. Okay, but if you're a beginner, I want you to go over and grab my ebook, okay, at www.ieashadesignedit.com. Right here, it's going across the screen. So you go ahead and grab my Sublimation for Beginners ebook so that you can learn everything that you need to learn about sublimation. I have everything in that book that you need to learn. But today we're going to talk about some things that is going to go ahead and help you to get started. But make sure you go and grab my book. Make sure you check my Amazon storefront because all the items that you will see in my ebook is on my Amazon storefront and all the things that you need in order to get started. But let's go ahead and talk about what is sublimation. Now, you may see me look to my right because I have some things written down that I want to make sure I talk to you about. I don't want to miss it. So, first of all, let's start with the basics. What is sublimation? Sublimation is a process where a special ink, you may be saying, Ieasha, I don't know what a special ink is when it comes to sublimation. What is a special ink? The special ink that you will need when it comes to sublimation is sublimation ink. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, this is the sublimation ink that I use right here, and it's called Hippo. Now, there are so many different sublimation inks out there. I have used, when I first started, I used another type of sublimation ink. Then I found out about Hippo. The prints are vibrant, but there are so many other ones out there, so you will have to try to find the one that you like. But I do have this linked over in my Amazon store for you to try out, just to go ahead and see if you like it. All right, so this is sublimation ink. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sublimation ink. When sublimation ink, right here, when sublimation ink is heated up, it turns into a gas. Okay, you see it like this right here. It's liquid in here, but once it's heated up on a heat press, you see my heat press, once that heat hit it, it turns into a gas. And once it turns into a gas, that is what bonds to the polyester fabric. Yes, you need polyester fabric in order to use sublimation. You cannot use cotton t-shirts. You cannot use cotton items in order to do sublimation, because if you do, you can do it, but it will not last at all. Okay, it will not last. I have done it when it comes to doing something for my twins. I did not have a polyester shirt at the time, but it was just for my twins to wear to school, and I used a cotton shirt. When I washed that shirt, it washed away all the sublimation ink, which I knew it would, but it was just for that day. That's why it is not recommended, because we're going into business. You want to start a business so that you can make money when it comes to sublimation, because sublimation can get expensive because of all the items that you will have to purchase. But let's back up a little bit. Let's get back into the sublimation ink when it comes to it turning into a gas when it hits this polyester fabric. So in order to use polyester, you have to have a certain percentage polyester. Usually the percentage is between 60 and higher. That's where you will get your more vibrant prints. You know, that's when it will be more vibrant on your t-shirt. I use 100% polyester, and I know you see me doing this right here because this is sublimation. This t-shirt is a sublimation shirt. Let me see if I can show you how it looks. Do you see this? This shirt is sublimation. And this is how it looks. That's why I tell you that once it bonds to the polyester, this is how it looks. It's no longer a liquid, it turns into a gas. Okay, when that gas bonds with polyester fabric, it actually becomes part of the fabric, just like you see right here, just like you see Hustle, Girl Boss, whatever it is. This is bonded into this shirt. I can't peel it off, I can't scratch it off, I can't take it off. Only time, you know, it may come off when it get old, and it may, I don't know. But even with this, if it's done right, if sublimation is done right, it will not even wash off. Okay, I haven't had a sublimation shirt to wash off, to fade, or to do any of that. That's why it's so important to use the polyester fabric. Sublimation is one of the most beginner-friendly and profitable ways for you to make money when it comes to making custom t-shirts. Some people may be a hobbyist. You just doing it for a hobby. You may just be a crafter who just, you know, want to make a little extra money on the side. You may have a full-time job like I do. I have a full-time job, but this is my business also. So when you sell it to your customers, you want to make sure that you make a profit. So make sure you go and check out my Sublimation for Beginners ebook over on my website at www.ieashadesigner.com, which will tell you everything that you need to know about sublimation, what you need when it comes to the printers, when it comes to the ink, when it comes to everything that you need. Okay, so why is sublimation perfect for custom tees? Here's why. Number one, bright, bold, and vibrant colors. That's what people are looking for. You don't want no dull t-shirt. You don't want no dull shirt. You want something vibrant. You want something bold. You want something that's going to pop. You want something when you outside, when you're in the grocery store, people saying, hey, where did you get that? Hey, well, you know, you want people to start asking or strike up a conversation about your t-shirt, right? The next thing is no vinyl. No vinyl, no peeling, just a smooth professional feel, smooth professional look, just like this shirt right here. All right, so when I started my business, I started with using a Cricut machine, which is cutting vinyl. That's how I started in t-shirts. Peeling, you don't have to worry about your t-shirt cracking or any of that because you're not using vinyl. This is sublimation. Sublimation bonds to the materials. It bonds to the fabric of your t-shirt. Whereas vinyl lays on top of the shirt. You can feel vinyl, but sublimation, you cannot feel that. All right. So the next thing is a lightweight feel. Just like this shirt I got on, it's sublimation. It's lightweight. You know, it's not heavy on me. And also it depends on the type of t-shirt that you use. If you have that lightweight feel, and some polyester t-shirts may be on the heavy side, but that just depends on the actual person and what t-shirts that they use. Okay, but it's all up to you what you want to use, and it's all up to your customers. You will learn what your customers want. Your customers may want a lightweight t-shirt. They may want one that's a little bit heavier, but whatever they want, you make sure that you give it to them as long as it's a polyester t-shirt, okay? Between 60 to 100% is where you get the vibrant colors, all right? So the next thing is great for all over and center print designs. Look at this shirt that I have right here. This shirt is actually all over. It's all over my shirt in the front and in the back. But there's a girl right here in the middle of the shirt. That's called a center print. Okay, the next thing is easy to learn, easy to scale. Perfect for side hustle and creative business owners. I'm a business owner, y'all. So that's one reason why I went into sublimation. Do I still do vinyl? Yes, I do, because I still have customers ask me to do vinyl. I just did a vinyl t-shirt for one of my friends, one of my college friends. She asked for one. I did it for her. I just did a vinyl setup for an event planner. She had an event for a birthday. She called me up. She was like, hey, I need you to do such and such for this birthday party. And so she wanted vinyl. So that's what I did. So, you know, vinyl is still very popular, but sublimation is popular also. And again, sublimation is where you don't have to worry about vinyl. You don't have to worry about peeling. You don't have to worry about weeding vinyl or any of that, okay? All right, so if you've been using HTV or screen printing, you're already ready for something that looks and feel professional. Sublimation is it, y'all. I've never done screen printing, but I have watched people do it. Now, I have done vinyl, like I told you before, and it just depends on what people like. So if you've been using HTV, which is heat transfer vinyl, pretty much you're using your Cricut machine or your Cameo machine, whichever one you're using, then you already know if you're looking to move from HTV vinyl to sublimation, then I highly recommend that. Or you can do both. Like me, I still do both. I still do my vinyl and I still do sublimation. Okay. But even if you're just crafting for family, friends, or whomever, sublimation is where it is. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to when I first started in sublimation. Okay, again, I'm gonna be looking to the right. When I first started, I had so many questions. I mean, like literally so many questions, and so many questions was not even answered. I started doing sublimation back in I think 2020, or 2021, around that time is when I started learning more about sublimation. And y'all, I had so many trial and error. I wasted so many materials. I wasted so many t-shirts. You know, and it's not good when you wasting things. That's why I want to come on here and teach you about it. That's why I did my ebook, so that you would not waste a lot of money like I had to when I first started learning. Okay, that's why I created my Sublimation for Beginners ebook, so you won't have to sit here and waste money like I did when I first started learning. You don't have to go and try to figure things out. It's a guide that will teach you step by step what you need when it comes to sublimation, and it is beginner friendly. It's going to tell you the supplies you need. It's going to tell you the printers that you need. It's going to tell you everything that you need from print to press, and it's going to save you money because now you know everything that you need. So that's what I had to come on here and talk to you about, because I had so many questions about what is sublimation. So if you're serious about learning sublimation, this is something that you know you want to go into, something that you want to learn more about, because you don't want to keep wasting money. Then make sure you go over to my website and grab the Sublimation for Beginners ebook today. The information is in the description box. My website is in the description box, so make sure you go over and grab it right here, IeashaDesignIt.com. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I will be back and talk to you a little bit more about sublimation. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.